Yeah, the keynote part just ended. Lots of news announced having to do with the speed of the cloud, say in the 5G era, also having to do with artificial intelligence. We'll get to that, but let's set the stage a little bit here. Big companies increasingly moving to the cloud, and it's increasingly defined this era. Amazon, of course, in the lead, but you've got Microsoft, you've got Google, IBM, and others competing for logos, big names especially, if they can say we've got them in our camp. That, of course, translates into revenue. Down the line, though, profit's going to be important. A lot of that is going to depend on how good are the services that these clouds are delivering to people. How well are they able to run artificial intelligence applications on top of these clouds? How low is the latency for a lot of these cases where they need to get in data from sensors and then get actionable information? So along those lines, here with me at AWS reInvent, the big cloud conference, is Hans Vestberg, CEO of Verizon. Great to have you with us.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So, Hans, give us a sense of the economic stakes. In 3 years, how much of your business revenue, say, is going to be cloud connected?
I think that we outlined in the beginning of the year our 5G strategy. It was 5G mobility, which we launched in April with the first smartphone in the world on our 5G network. Then it was the 5G home, which we launched already in 2018. And now, then it was the 5G mobile edge compute, which was basically bringing the processing power out to the edge of the 5G network. And today we announced that to do that with AWS and their new application called Wavelength. And of course, this is an enterprise solution initially, but we see also many new solutions that are B2B2C, meaning are the customers that are doing innovation, they are actually offering it to the consumers. So yeah. I think it's a big market. We're just launching it, so we're excited about it.
And Wavelength is about taking Amazon, AWS compatible equipment, bringing it closer to the customer by putting it closer in your network next to your own equipment to reduce the latency. Are you going to, in effect, have to do this kind of a deal with every single major cloud provider? Or are we going to end up with a balkanized cloud where, okay, if I'm with AWS, then maybe I go with Verizon, but if I'm with Azure, maybe I need to go with AT&T because they make that faster?
No, I think we started 18 months ago with Amazon. This is very complicated. I mean, we have virtualized our mobile network, which is complicated. You disconnect hardware and software. And of course, Amazon at the same time has then developed their cloud service to be on the edge, because you need to do different type of things in order to open applications, but also to have a hybrid cloud. So you're at the edge, but you can move it up to the core cloud. That we have together collaborated and actually delivered. And we have capabilities in the 5G network, extreme low latency, enormous throughput. We can do slices of the network. In order to do those together, you actually need a partner. And the first partner we chose was Amazon. They were the most advanced, and we are the most advanced. So I think that the compatibility between our companies was great, and our engineers have done a terrific work during the last 18 months. And we already have this in preview in Chicago. So actually we have customers already on our 5G mobile edge compute.
So the global trade story is increasingly also intersecting with the 5G story. Huawei's latest phone, 5G phone, I believe they cracked it open, no US equipment in it. You're an expert in this arena. You were with Ericsson before Verizon. Does it look to you like we're headed for a 5G Cold War where you've got China-compatible 5G over here in China and elsewhere in the world, and you've got US-compatible 5G over here?
I hope not, because one of the beauties of this industry is that we have done standardization, which means that you can bring your phone from whichever country you're into and go to another country and it works. That has been the most accessible sort of technology in the world. Yeah. And in today's world with so many challenges, the platform of 4G and 5G is the most important.
Is that at risk now because of what we're doing?
I think that hopefully not. I'm not the right guy to judge it, but hopefully people understand that this is an industry that actually share their patterns, they share their innovation in order to get so many people as possible on this earth to use this technology. And some things we're combating in the world where education, healthcare, etc. can be enabled digitally and the mobile phone. Right. So hopefully not, but you know, there are other people dealing with that right now. We are happy with the technology we have and what we are deploying.
Hans Vestberg, CEO of Verizon, thanks for sitting down with us on CNBC and Power Lunch.